Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here and address something that's sort of been going on recently, and that is the fact that there's all these gurus and stuff out there that are saying this is the one thing that you need to get client results. This is the one thing you need to sign clients. This is the one thing that you need to finally get to 10K a month and finally get a predictable pipeline and all of this, more or less BS, more or less. Um, and the truth is that pretty much there's only two things that actually contribute to getting results in terms of your outbound prospecting, in terms of your ads, in terms of all of these things that are going to get you more clients and actually grow your business. There's only two things. And pretty much before I learned this, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just trying to, I was looking around, I was oh, look at this. Oh, there's this new LinkedIn prospecting method, or there's this new cold email method, or there's this new tactic, or whatever it may be. There's a new tactic every day. That's the problem. And so I was bouncing around. I couldn't have, a predictable stream of clients. I never had pipeline that I could rely on, et cetera, et cetera. I just couldn't grow. And then once I figured it out and I started focusing on just these two things, basically everything flipped on its head. And it seemed like basically the game turned to easy mode when before it was on hard mode. But essentially the first thing that we need to look at is just proof of results. It's purely just case studies. It's just how can I have seen basically how can I believe that you've done something before if you've never done something before? So the number one thing, and the reason that this is, and the other thing relates to this as well, is that you need to increase the perceived likelihood of outcome. So you would have heard this if you're into Alex Hormozi, if you've done your $100 million offers, you'll know about the perceived likelihood of outcome. So basically, all you need to do is number one, validate that they want the outcome, and then number two, basically make them believe that they're going to get it by buying your stuff. That's how you get a client. So the number one way to do that is by proving that you've done it before. So if you want to, have outbound prospecting work, if you want killer ads, if you want all of this pipeline, if you want referrals out the wazoo, all you need to do is get more client results, which means that therefore all of your leverage is actually in the product. So all of a sudden, the only thing that you can do that's going to multiply your outbound efforts from 1% conversion to 10% conversion, so a 10x conversion increase, is actually in your product and getting way, way better results. So then you're getting better case studies. And then all of a sudden you can leverage that into getting a 10x on your outbound prospecting. That's the only way. So then once you have those case studies, you need to package them up and really, really clearly define the state one. So the state that your client came to you in versus the state two. So you're validating the transformation that they went through. And then again, all you need to do with your new clients is validate that that transformation is something that they want to undertake, and then show them, hey, this is how we did it with this person. And then all of a sudden you have clients coming from the sky. The second one is actually way, way less important, but it can still get you some points, because what you're going to see with these clients is that they want the transformation. They see the case study. They see how you've done it before. But the second thing that you're going to need to look at is the exact vehicle for getting that transformation, because there are some people that are going to want to be basically they're going to want the transformation delivered in a different way. So you're going to get some people that are really sort of a bit higher ego, a bit more action driven, and they're going to want to do stuff themselves. So if you're sort of, that's kind of like me, like all I want you to do is tell me, go do this and go through that and then do that, and then you're going to get the transformation. There's also going to be some people, for example, that they want to listen to a book. All they want to do is listen. They're not readers, they're not visual. All they want to do is go for a walk and have an audiobook on their phone. There's also going to be some people that hate listening and they want to read stuff in order to learn. So a perfect example is that. So you can actually sell them the book and then you can sell them the audiobook as well. Or, maybe you are selling them the book and they're not buying and you're wondering why. So all of a sudden you're, just give them the audiobook. You need to basically be catering towards different people's different proclivities to want to be, consuming different products. And again, what this does is to increase the perceived likelihood of success or perceived likelihood of achieving an outcome, but for individual people. So if one person knows that they're going to consume content better in a certain way, or they know that they're going to get this in a certain way, sorry, excuse the cars, I'm in the middle of the forest, but if they know they're going to consume content better, if it's visual or if it's audio or whatever it may be, then what that's doing is actually increasing the perceived likelihood of getting an outcome. So basically, the only thing that this video was about in the first place was increasing the perceived likelihood of getting an outcome. So you can think in your head, what are the ways that I can basically increase this statistic or increase this likelihood that somebody's going to get an outcome? Another way of doing this is by really clearly defining the process and showing how systematized it is. And I've seen this be done with flowcharts. I've seen this be done with SOPs and showing that sort of thing, and just showing hey, this is a really, really basically airtight process that's absolutely foolproof. That's another way. But basically the action step of this video is to go off and brainstorm what are all the ways that I can make someone believe that if I want this outcome, that I'm the best person to go to achieve that outcome. Cheers. So if you like this video, go on my channel and watch the rest of the videos. There should be some good stuff on there for you. And if you want more resources, then go into the school group. That'll be in the description.